Hey there. I'm going to do a little bit different update this month because next week I'm going for my first time ever to get some maintenance done. And so I wanted to show you what it looks like when I get out of the shower. And kind of all the craziness and why I decided to make this appointment for to actually get some cleanup done. So we're at 11 months, which is totally crazy to me. And definitely, I think, still seeing some more growth. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I remember always having a long one, one that was longer when my hair was long too. So that must be it. But finally getting some growth back, and really just wanting to show you a little bit of all this new growth and kind of just stray hairs and really what I'm trying to do to kind of manage that. So and this is something that I'm going to have to ask them next week at my appointment, because I don't know if what I've been doing is a good or a bad thing. I know some of the time I had been reading about people who were like, I don't know what they called it, but like somehow looping their dreads back through their roots and doing all these horrible things that were supposed to be really bad as far as putting strain on the roots, and so obviously I don't do anything like that. But what I have been doing in places maybe on the top where I have, let's see if I can find any, where I have kind of like, all this hair that's just sitting there that hasn't quite dreaded yet. And so what I'll do is I'll kind of twist it like that so it makes it lay down a little bit better. And so I don't know if that's a problem. See how it's, just this, which is normal to have all this not dreaded at the top, but just I kind of do a little twisty thing like that. But I'm wondering if that's weakening it or harming it in any way. So that's just a little something I do when I get out of the shower, and obviously doing some twist and then doing some palm rolling just to try to keep them going. But you'll see here all kinds, and I mean we're talking like a lot of new growth under here. What else? Well, I always have it around my face, so that's not really uncommon. But like the big chunks like this, I mean that is a lot of hair there. So I'm hoping that they're going to get a lot of that tightened in. And the other thing that I have, you'll notice, is like at the tips, just like these little, it's like it started to blunt at the end, but then it'll get these weird little like strings of hair. So that's kind of irritating. I don't really know what that's about. It's not like some people who's just never blunts, but it's like it has, but then yet there's these little weird pokey outy parts. I don't know if you can see that as good as I'm like kind of describing it, but there we go. And then here you can see all this, pretty sizable amount of loose hair. So it is super fuzzy when I get out. I think usually I do it when they're wet, so they look a little bit more tame after I palm roll them. But it's just, I don't even know what to do with all this since I don't crochet. So I'm okay with it. It's not really that big of a deal for the most part. It's just I'm really wanting to start wearing them down, or just maybe half up with a bandana for work. And I'm thinking that if we can get all these little stray pieces cleaned up, that I might be able to do that. So this is kind of my before crazy picture, and then hopefully next week I can do another video when we get back. And now that I just said that, I was thinking, ooh, I should have David bring the camera and do it there, but I don't know if I'm going to want to do that. But and let you see what they look like when they are all pretty, and I hope. I actually don't know what they're going to do, and I really don't want them to touch the roots too much. I know some people, they feel like that's a good thing to do, but from what I've read and what my kind of philosophy I've created is that I don't really want to do that. So I'd really rather them just focus on getting all this loose hair tucked in, and I don't know what they can do with some of these little craziness, but either way it doesn't bother me that much. So here's your before. Let's see what the back looks like.
We'll see you next time.